3 Israeli teenagers are missing 3 days after they disappeared near the West Bank town of Hebron. Thousands of soldiers, intelligence agents, and police are scouring the Israeli-occupied West Bank in search of the boys. Israel's prime minister is blaming Hamas. CCTV's Stephanie Freid has our report.
The Israeli teenagers finished their lesson Thursday night and were heading for home. The 3 boys left their religious studies institute at about 10:30 at night. They came here to wait for a lift. At that point, they either got into the wrong car or they were ambushed. Throughout the weekend, special forces and paratroop units scoured the nearby town of Hebron, searching house by house. According to Palestinian sources, 80 Palestinians have been arrested in connection with the disappearance. Analysts say the boys may be right below the collective search party's feet.
It's most likely that they're being held inside some kind of tunnel that was built a very, very long time ago in preparation for this attack. A tunnel underneath a house that's been hidden from the military that very few people know about.
On the political and strategic level, Israel's prime minister met throughout the weekend with his chief of staff, defense minister, and security cabinet, planning the next move. On Sunday, Benjamin Netanyahu announced
Hamas terrorists carried out Thursday's kidnapping of 3 Israeli teenagers. We know that for a fact.
Roadblock checkpoints are operating throughout the West Bank and on routes leading to the Gaza Strip, an effort at keeping the boys from being secreted into Gaza. Inside Hebron, streets are barren. Palestinian residents are frightened of a possible backlash and revenge attacks by Jewish settlers. Analysts say the abduction was calculated and thoroughly planned. Search teams are racing against the clock, bearing in mind the prospect of escalation on other fronts.
Basically, there's a situation where the IDF is rerouting large amounts of forces to the southern West Bank, which creates all sorts of confusion on other fronts. Units need to be replaced. It's a breaking of the routine. In the past, we've seen that Israel's enemies on other borders and on other fronts have sometimes acted on this.
Stephanie Freid, CCTV, Hebron.